Hello everybody, Jake here for FM Scout, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some of the best staff members you can sign in FM21. Now, I had a choice making this whether I wanted to go for staff members who were the best of the best but might not be available, or people you guys could actually be able to go out and get. So I've decided to go for that. So these are staff members who, don't get me wrong, their quality level is very high, but they are all free agents, so you'll be able to try and get them early on in your saves and hopefully build up a good staff, because as you know in Football Manager, you build up good staff and everything goes from there. Today's video is going to focus just on coaches, so that's fitness, goalkeeping, attacking, defending, a lot of it, to help you guys out with your training. If you'd like to see another video like this with scouts and head of youth developments and all that good stuff, let me know, but I hope you do enjoy today's video. If you do, remember to hit that like button, it helps push these videos out to more people, and helps the channel out too. And if you didn't already know, we're aiming for 100,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you've been watching the content and you aren't subscribed, then consider hitting that subscribe button, because there's going to be a lot of great content on FM Scout, especially with FM21 just being released. We're going to be doing a lot of uploads on the channel, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and let's get into the first staff member. The first staff member we're looking at is Raul Jose. Now, there are going to be a lot of staff members in this list, so I'll go through them a bit quicker than we usually would when we analyse a player in the player lists. You don't really need to know too much about the staff other than he's got decent reputation, great attacking stats and great technical stats. He'd be a good attacking coach for you guys. Available on a free transfer too. He does want to be an assistant manager, but you can convince him to be a coach. You can see his job interest is as high for the coach role as it is assistant manager, so Raul Jose is the first person on the list. Now we're looking at Inaki Bergara, the Spanish coach. He's working in Belgium or for Belgium, I don't know. It says it's his national team job, so I think you can still have him as a coach at your club and it shouldn't matter too much. Anyway, goalkeeper coaching, that's what he thinks that he is, but obviously you can see here his goalkeeper coaching isn't very high. So what you guys need to do is try and convince him to be a defending coach, because he is definitely a lot better at that, a great defending coach, and will definitely help you out with your defending training. Let's just see if he is available. We can see here he wants to be a goalkeeping coach. We're going to say no to that. Let's say be a coach, suggest that, and he wants, there you go, you can get him in as easy as that. You can definitely get less wages than that, and that is probably one of the best defending coaches you can get for only a few £1,000s a week. I think that's a great deal. Before we get into this staff member, I'd just like to say the link to my channel will be in the description. If you want to come check that out, then feel free. You guys have been very supportive over there so far, as we're aiming for 550 subscribers now by the end of the year. So if you want to head over there and hit the subscribe button, check out what we do on there, feel free. But yeah, Silvino Louro is the Portuguese goalkeeping coach, the first goalkeeping coach on the list. He's coached at all the big clubs: Chelsea, Inter, Real Madrid, Manchester United. And yeah, he's got great goalkeeping stats. You can't really get much better in terms of other than his distribution, but you'll probably have a different coach for the distribution side of the game. And yeah, handling, shot stopping, he'll run some great training drills for you. His reputation isn't too high, but it doesn't matter too much. Some really, really good mental stats as well there. He could probably do a job as a scout as well, but he wants to be a goalkeeping coach. That's what you can sign him for. He must have played for the Portuguese national team. I'm probably showing how young I am here by the fact that I don't know who he is, but he seems to have played 23 times for Portugal. His wages are only £2,000 to £3,000 a week, so you can get him very cheap for a guy who basically is perfect in terms of a goalkeeping coach. Won't need another one until he retires. We mentioned that the last goalkeeper coach we looked at couldn't do distribution training very well, but this guy definitely can. He can do it all. Joel Bats, he's unemployed, French, again 50 caps for the France team, I assume, and I've never heard of him. That's pretty bad of me, but great reputation, good mental stats. You can get this guy for only a few £1,000s a week. He does want to be like an under-18s assistant coach or something silly like that, but you can easily convince him to be a goalkeeper for you. There you go, you can see he played for PSG, and I never knew about that. I've just checked the favoured personnel on the PSG team, and he's actually a PSG icon, so a bit silly that I didn't know who he was, but anyway, he's a great goalkeeping coach. If you can get your hands on him, then go for it. Now let's move on to the next staff member. Another goalkeeper coach here on the younger side, so he might not be as good as Joel Bats, but he's got the potential to go further. You can see there he's got like half of a silver star, which means he can get a little bit better. But 41 years old, Hugo Oliva, he requires very little wage. Without any negotiation earlier, he wanted around £2,000 a week, and you could probably easily knock that down to 1.5. So a great goalkeeping coach for a very cheap price too. And you've got to remember that he's only 41, so he won't retire too soon. You probably tie him down to like a 5-year deal. Don't ever have to worry about that until you move on in the save. He's got all aspects of goalkeeping nailed down here. You can't really do much more than this. So now let's move on to the next coach in the list. Now this is the first fitness coach we're looking at. It says that he's a goalkeeping coach, but you can convince him to be a fitness coach. His fitness is high at 18, and his motivating attribute is also high, which will help him in being a fitness coach. It says he has very little interest, but if you offer him a decent amount of money, he does accept. Coming from Kaiserslautern, he is now unemployed and wanted by Ajax. So there you go. If Ajax want him, he must be pretty decent. So that is the 61-year-old German Gerald Ehrmann. If you don't already know how to find these staff members, I generally just, if you know their name from this video, you can just search it on here and they will come up. I know that seems very obvious, but I didn't know about the search bar until like 2 years ago, and it really annoyed me that I didn't know about it. So yeah, anyway, there's the first fitness coach on the list. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this list so far, maybe noting them all down. But if you were to join a club, sack all the coaches and then sign all the people that I've recommended, or at least just like 3 in each section, you're going to have the best coaching staff in the world for sure. So there is a guy, Gerald Ehrmann, was it? Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to try and speed this up now, but Massimo Neri is a coach that is basically really good at everything other than goalkeeping, technically, mentally, but fitness is his passion, it seems, at 19, and he wants to be a fitness coach. You may as well just try and convince him to do that. High reputation, great mental attributes, get him in if you can. Massimo Neri. Let's move on to the next one, no messing around. And now another fitness coach from Italy, 69 years old. Maybe don't go for this one if you can get the others, because he's probably going to retire quite soon. 4-star reputation, Roberto Sassi, formerly of Juventus, Dynamo Moscow, Valencia, Parma, Sampdoria. He's done the Italian tour, and hopefully you can get him into your club too. So that's Roberto Sassi. Let's move on. The fact that you can get all of these guys basically only through wages and no compensation is brilliant. Now we're looking at Anthony Colbert, another fitness coach, great mental attributes there as well. Fitness coaches, it's quite easy to come across good ones, to be honest, compared to some of the other positions like defending coaches. I think fitness is the one that there's a lot of people. Obviously, it requires a bit less training. You can see he was at Arsenal for 20 years, then spent a year at Southend randomly, but still a very good coach. So if you can get him, go for him. Then we have the Scottish coach, Ricky Sbragia. I don't think that's a Scottish name, but okay. He's a coach with 17 defending and 14 tactical. I think he'd be very good at the defending coaching. Let's see who he's wanted by. Is any good clubs? Bournemouth? I guess that's okay. But yeah, great defending coach. Really nice mental attributes. Won't cost you the world either. The general rule of thumb is the less reputation they have, the less money they ask for. So this guy is kind of like a little gem here in terms of defensive coaches, because he probably won't ask for too much. And he's not going to have that much competition. You're only going to be competing with Bournemouth. So Ricky Sbragia, let's move on to the next one. Then we've got probably the best attacking coach for free you can get, in my opinion anyway, and that is Maurizio Trombetta. Great attacking coach with great technical attributes too. Just the best of the best really. And how much is he going to cost? Let's have a look. You can see I thought he wanted 13 grand a week then. I was going to say no, there's no way I'm paying that for a coach. That's what he wants if we win the Champions Cup. You could probably knock him down to about 4 grand a week if you really tried. I'm not going to bother doing that here, but there you go. Mauricio Trombetta, the Italian coach, available for free. Search him up and add him to your team staff. Going from a fancy name like Trombetta to Alan Russell. He is a Scottish 39-year-old coach, so he'll do a job for a while, and he is a really good attacking coach. Attacking? You know the word that I mean. He's got really good attacking attributes and technical attributes. He could do a very good job in your attacking training. So Alan Russell, that's my next suggestion. Only 5 or 6 left now, and we've got Enzo Salifou, the Belgian, played 84. Okay, I don't know how I don't know this guy, but he's had 84 caps for Belgium and scored 18 goals. Must have been some kind of midfielder maybe, or just a really good goal-scoring defender. Great attacking attributes for this guy, high reputation too. Get him in your club. Let's move on to the next one. You can see I'm giving you a lot of options in this video just in case you can't get your hands on certain coaches. Maybe they get snapped up early on. But as long as these guys are unemployed, I would definitely go for them, even if they did have a job. They're probably worth the compensation. It's just a bonus that these ones are unemployed. This guy, an attacking coach, it will probably come a bit cheaper because he's not as good. Tavan Sheepers, the Dutch, again, definitely wrong. But he's got a good attacking attribute, decent mental attributes too. That's my next suggestion. 3 staff members left now, and if you want to find more coaches, this is only a short amount of a big list that I can have. Head to the FM Scout website. There's a section with the best coaches on. You can see them all there, including ones that are a little bit better than the guys I've shown, but you will have to get them from a club, so you probably will have to pay some compensation. I tried to pick the best free ones here. Here is another good free one, Erwin van der Berg. Belgian, 48 caps, 20 goals. He must have been a striker, and based on his attacking attribute, he probably was. Low reputation, won't require too much to get him into the club, and he'll be a great option for your attacking training. Now we're looking at Bruno Mendez, the sports scientist. Now I know what you're thinking, you said coaches, not sports scientists. Well, this guy's definitely got the wrong job role in mind, because that's just because he wants to be a sports scientist. But if we look at his coaching stats, He is secretly a fitness guru with 19 fitness attributes and really good mental attributes too. I've tried it before, he will actually do the job of fitness coach if you ask him. He's wanted by 18 clubs apparently, so you have to get your hands on him quick. High reputation, 37 years of age, if you can get him in as your fitness coach. He's going to be there for years to come, so you don't need to worry about that. And to any of you who have stuck around this long, thank you very much. This is the last person on this list, Tony McAndrew. Says he's a scout, but this Scottish 64-year-old is actually secretly a defending genius with 16 defending and 18 mental attribute, as well as some really nice mental attributes around here. I think I forgot to mention it, but if a staff member has high adaptability, it usually means if they're from a different nation, they will suit their role better in another country. They find it easier to move. You can always see little things about each attribute if you hover over them. Here you go. It will enable him to settle in quickly and basically do a better job faster. So Tony McAndrew for a defending coach. That's the last guy that I'm recommended. He's wanted by a lot of big clubs, so get your hands on him quick. Oh, I say a lot of big clubs and West Ham. So Tony McAndrew, that's the last guy on the list. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. I know I switched up the pacing on you guys about halfway through there, but I figured you don't really need to see much more. You just need to see what they look like, their names, and then you're probably writing them down or searching them on Football Manager as I read the video out. So hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to hit that like button so more people can see this video. It will help other Football Manager players out, and it helps us out obviously to push the video to more people. Subscribe if you haven't already so we can hit 100,000 subscribers. I have been Jake for FM Scout. My channel will be in the description. I hope to see you in the next video guys. Stay safe, stay well, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.